Welcome to Data for Good. This podcast is dedicated to the world of data, how we use data, how to progress a career in data, and the impact that data is having on our everyday lives. Today, I'm joined by Irina Brudaru, Head of Analytics at Lavoo in Berlin. She's also a mentor with Frauenloop, an educational NGO, the mentoring organization for women based in Berlin. Today, we'll hear about three main topics from the world of data: the great impact mentoring can have for data professionals, the various career paths for someone joining the data industry, and the structure of data operations in Germany compared to other countries. I'm Joseph Vaughan from Zuma. Zuma supports the world of data analytics and engineering recruitment. We help tech businesses grow their data capability, and we help data professionals to advance their career in data. Irina, welcome. How are you today?
Very well caffeinated. Thank you very much for having me, Joseph.
Awesome.
To have this.
As am I. I'm on the tea today, actually, a bit of a change.
You're British, I think it's okay.
Fantastic. Irina, could you start by telling us, how did you first get into the world of data?
Oh, that's a short and a long story. It's part of my DNA, actually. My parents were first generation computer scientists, so we invested very early in mathematics, and we knew that it was the job of the future from both of the parents. My brother is also in data engineering, so it truly runs in the family. I really like this area of data into computer science because it connects so much with patterns, with observations, but not only. Actually, it also requires some soft skills, but we'll discuss about that a bit later.
Fantastic. A family of data professionals. I love it.
Yes, my parents in the 70s, like I can imagine them flirting next to those large clunky machines and waiting hours for their algorithms to run. So bless them.
Love it. So I understand that you mentor women in data. So you're giving back where your family are giving to you.
And what my culture also gave to me. Yeah,
beautiful.
Ask away.
What major observations or even surprises have you taken from these mentoring activities with the myriad various people that you've encountered in your mentoring?
So first, I would like to say that I don't mentor only women. I'm also happy to mentor men, but it's just more of a need in that direction. And I think that all women that I've worked with have the hard technical skills and abilities to have a career in tech. What they need is like this extra support for trust that they are and their skills are at the market level. So I think there is more self-doubt in that world. And the moment that you hold someone's hand and you tell them that they can do it, it's within them, then they do it. So there's, I would say that mentoring also involves a lot of cheerleading and expectations of what's on the market and where the level of knowledge of these people are. So I actually feel more of a cheerleader, and that all my mentees are incredibly smart, and they could have done this also alone. But yeah, due to our nature and how we perceive the tech industry, I think there is more support needed in that direction.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting patterns that you've seen emerge there.
And I remember going back to I studied computer science in high school, and when I go back to Romania and it's still in the teaching semester, I go and visit my old professor and teach the kids like, hey, I've graduated 20 years ago or something. And these are the career paths that are outside Romania, and what you could do with. And I remember this girl saying that she doesn't think she's fit for a computer science career. And I asked her, what do you mean? Do you like mathematics? Do you like coding? Do you see things? So like, yeah, I'm like a straight A. And
Mm-hmm.
then, why is that a problem? It's like, no, because I feel like I should be looking like the nerdy boys that you see in the movies, and no such thing. Go do what you, it's like, God, straight A's and you doubt yourself?
That, yeah,
Yeah.
I see that we're blasting through those stereotypes, particularly in data, more so than say the traditional tech or software development areas.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
it's great to see.
Yeah.
I,
I know
I
great
think,
nerds that are female and love them.
yeah. So with that, knowing what you know from the various ages that you've cheerleaded, you've mentored, what message would you give to women in the data community?
Be don't be afraid to ask for help or ask for an opinion. I think we women encounter, because of the lower number and lower presence, we encounter a couple of other obstacles related to diversity, and to never ever ever be afraid to ask someone like, how do I solve a very complex soft skill situation or conflictual
Mm,
situation that stems from, yeah, sexism, or
mm,
ask for help, because there are so many women that have gone through similar things, yeah, and they have a better path to recommend you, and
mm,
how to have the best outcome of any situation, actually. So don't you're not alone. You have a large community that loves to help women, and there's so many. I can
mm.
think of at least five communities here in Berlin.
I
Don't
see.
doubt yourself. We have the same skills as the nerdy looking ones, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Um, and find good people to surround yourself with and lift you up. And I would say technical skills you can learn at home, but all of these dynamics and problem solving situations come from being in a community and learning from others.
Mm. So don't be afraid. Ask for help and
Yeah,
reach out for people. Look for those people who can help
community.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like if somebody would write to me on LinkedIn like, hey Rina, a friend of mine said that you mentored her through some internship crisis. Somebody wanted to resign their internship because they were not happy, because it was disorganized. That's not a reason to resign. So they would say, I need your help, and I don't know like how to proceed. I will reply to you. I will tell you which way to go and
Mm,
offer you help. So don't be shy. Don't think that people don't reply. It's
mm.
expand, take more space.
Beautiful. So it's clearly a valuable skill that you have in doing so, and your passion comes through as well. How do you think that has led to you becoming the head of data analytics at Lavoo?
Yeah, actually, I did ask this. I've just been onboarded this week, so I did ask, why. I understand that we're very few head of data, head of analytics on the market, diversity as well. And I asked, like, what exactly were you looking for? And I think the coaching and the mentoring part, when you deal with a more junior team, or that allows you to be patient and tolerant and teach and support them. And this is the state of the team. So that's why I'm there. But
Great.
I love my team already, actually.
Wow. So you've been there such a short time. You've built rapport, and you can see that there's great foundations. That's
Yes. Yes.
so.
Actually, the manager, the head of analytics that was here before with and the team didn't have a manager for a year. I also
Mhm,
know him as a fantastic human being. So of course he laid a very good foundation too.
mhm.
So I'm lucky. I'm inheriting a good foundation.
And no doubt you'll help to evolve that foundation and evolve the organization as well.
Yeah,
And with
absolutely.
that, topic two, you're an accomplished data professional, now in a leadership position, high profile tech company in Berlin. How do you think somebody new to the data industry should navigate the various career paths available to them?
That's a very good question, which I also get to do all of these boot camps or hiring people graduating from boot camp. I would say that there is such a need for data professionals in Berlin that companies are also hiring directly from boot camps, not from a university with a profile in data. So be brave, take a chance. Agentur Arbeit also supports those. Um, so that is one. There's far more demand on the market. So you have a good chance if you step into this field. I would say the easiest entry into the data field is a data or business analyst, which is a more generalist type of role with soft skills and very cross-functional. And this allows you to kind of test the waters whether you want to go towards more data engineering or statistics or machine learning AI or maybe infrastructure for data. And to see where does your level or excitement, fit best. And of course, this is also a role stepping stone if you would like to go into a product analytics or products. It's sky's the limit. So I would say to people who can to take an internship and take a chance and do it if they do a career switch, and that would be a very easy stepstone into the data field. That was my advice for my brother also a decade ago. He studied marketing initially, and he wanted to learn from me business intelligence. So what I told him, let's do analytics, let's do an internship, and that would be your stepstone to choose further from. And he did. Now he's a data engineer. Wouldn't have expected it goes in that direction.
So I've taken so far, be brave, look for internships, look for cross-functional positions where you could kind of take advantage of those three areas, either the stats and the math side, the kind of subject matter expert, the business side, or maybe the algorithmic or software development side. So choose an opportunity that's going to allow you to naturally go in one of those directions.
And all of those directions means that you have to acquire new skills, of course, from data analytics to data engineering. That's a different, kettle of fish. So you have to continuously learning new tools, new approaches, new soft skills, maybe. And
it's from what I see, the people that I speak with every day, data professionals at the analyst or engineering or data science level, they're always learning. There's people that are doing masters and PhDs late into the career and early into the career. They're even joining boot camps. They're like yourself, giving back to the community. So it's great to see, truly great to see that data, sometimes unlike software development, is an area that's constantly evolve, or the people within data are constantly evolving themselves. It's very, very positive to see.
It's much more flexible. And if you think of like engineering world is highly standardized, Scrum, Agile, get your certification for that and so on. The data field is still not that standardized, which allows for all of these shifts and transitions. And one thing that I find very important when I see in women, they're very shy to negotiate their first data salary or to say that they want more, they can do more. And I will give an example that my brother had so much self-confidence, bless him, 10 years ago. So when he went for this internship, there were two internships available. There was one on IT support, which was something that he was doing back in Romania, and business intelligence. And he went in there, he did great in the interviews, guns blazing. He tells them, I want to do both internships in one. I'll prove the heck out of the value that I know that I am. And I would like you to really follow my performance in the BI one, because that's the area in which I want to go. And if I do a good job, please switch me to full time. And he did. I mean, I've never heard of anyone going into an interview so guns blazing and confident and saying, I will do such a good job. Give me a chance. Because at age 26, doing this transition, maybe it's a bit difficult. And I'll prove myself and you'll take me. So Don't be
So
afraid. Don't be afraid.
yeah, so he took a chance and it worked out
Yeah,
amazingly for him.
work
In fact, he
hard.
took several chances by the sound of it.
A bit, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, because he was doing IT support back in Romania for an American company. So he likes building hardware things.
Mm. So speaking about different countries, you mentioned Romania. I know you've also worked in the Netherlands and Amsterdam and also the States. Germany is largely a business focus. Where do you think Germany's at compared to other countries in terms of analytics and engineering?
So that's a very good question, and also behind it, the answer is the reason why I came back after a 7-year hiatus. So I've lived all in all 11 years in Germany, and when I came back to Europe from United States and being so standardized and thinking about cloud and data and engineering, Netherlands was like, whoa, it's almost equal. Fantastic. Look at all of these opportunities. Everyone wants to build a CDP, wants analytics, wants amplitude, wants DVT, wants because I found that the Dutch mindset is very revenue oriented, and they're also fearless. And if something can bring and something extra, then they will try it. They're not afraid to try new features, new products. So I find that my mentality awesome. And also coming to Germany and seeing what at least the Berlin scene, that Germany is a little bit behind, both on cloud engineering, and that's not the case with the companies that I've worked with. Obviously, I brought modern GCP, and maybe they existed before as well. But I would say that there's a bit of a delay in things like product analytics tracking. There are companies who have not used tracking, never, or they do well enough that it never needed to go into that direction. So they don't have this like tweak for money mindset that comes from the Dutch.
Interesting.
So customer data platforms, or generally unified data platforms, are far more prevalent in the Netherlands. Modern reporting structures as well, in how data reports to CFO, CMO, CTO. They're much more supportive of that development. There is also a lot of incentive from the government to help those companies to grow. I think Germany had put out a law for helping R&D within economy only last year. So there's a lot of differences. It's the modernity of the platform, of the tools, of adoption of product analytics and other tools that make life easier. Yeah, and also the government support, obviously.
Interesting. So there are several factors, and a few of those factors are the first one you've mentioned, mindset of
And of
German
course, it's
culture and German
not
professionals.
general, right? It's like some companies do this very well and some don't, and some are in the process of it. But I feel like Netherlands is definitely far more advanced.
Interesting. We'll look into that more at a later stage. So mindset, that's an important factor. Having a supportive government or that will incentivize businesses. And you've also mentioned the structure and the infrastructure that supports data. And standardization. That's a topic, a whole other topic that I know is interesting to you, particularly around strategic leadership or data strategic leadership.
Yes.
Okay.
But for at the beginning of this year, when I came back to Berlin, I wanted to do a podcast on product analytics together with another German friend, just because like I can't believe these companies are not doing it. Let's spread the word. Let's write some more articles. What are the benefits of having done that? Because there are already so many researchers on the market that show benefit, like BCG, Boston Consulting Group, and a couple of others. Unfortunately, the Google Analytics thing happened, and then my friend got really, really busy with working for migrations for his clients.
Well, perhaps that can make one of your pursuits current or future.
Exactly. Yeah.
Irina, my final question to you, and it would also be to others: what should someone working in data be focusing on right now to help them advance their career?
I probably have like an unusual opinion on it, and I don't write about tools and technical approaches because those change, and it's like piloting a plane. A plane, if it changes color, it's the same thing. I would say the strongest asset that you can have in a data role is actually soft skills, communication, presentation, storytelling of your results, making the audience understand what is possible, what is not. Also editing the message to the audience, because the C-level does not understand what the precision and recall is, or I don't know, other topics that are maybe advanced. So I would say the success comes from, and stability comes from soft skills for sure.
So people should have that commercial awareness, that social awareness, be able to interact with others. I think of how analytics and BI has evolved from a reporting function to now a translation, storytelling, prediction.
Yes, from reactive to proactive. And not only that, but for example, if you have a data specialist that comes with a PhD, they're used to think the models have to be perfect. Statistical significance has to be perfect. But industry allows you to launch and test things without them being perfect. And this is something that I've learned at Google. And it's better to ship a solution, put it in production, and then iterate on it if it provides value. So
Awesome.
don't aim for perfection. We're not a waterfall model, PhD building model. It's business.
Prolific beats perfect, as I understand the saying goes.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Super. So, considering time, to summarize today, you've taught me a whole lot, and hopefully our viewers and our listeners, particularly about the impact of mentoring and the realities that female data professionals would face, the various career paths, and you've provided a few tips and a little bit of advice for the data community or people wanting to go on that data journey. And then finally, we took a quick look at Germany compared to particularly Amsterdam or the Netherlands and other countries, and the mindset involved in that.
Yeah.
I think those topics, they could quite easily open other topics as well, and perhaps we'll save that for a future podcast if you'd like to join.
I would love that. I have so many opinions and ideas on all of them.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, there's lots that I'd like to go into. I'm sure we'll get some feedback on this, and maybe there's other topics that other people would want us to go into as well. So that's all we've got time for today, and I know that you have another meeting coming up. So thank you so much for your time and all those rich insights as well, Irina.
Thank you as well, Joseph, for having me. This has been very much fun. Thank you.
Fantastic.
And if anyone hears me and needs help in the data, please contact me on LinkedIn. I always reply.
Fantastic. I would also encourage people to comment, to reach out. I'm happy to help as well, whatever advice or whatever direction I can point you in, even if it's only to Irina. But
it's fine. Absolutely.
Super. We're all here. Super.
Wonderful.
Thanks. Goodbye. Ciao, ciao, everyone.
Have a great day.